Hi, I'm Mark Dice, and welcome to an all-new Let's Play. I'm going to do something where I can ramble and rant and go on for quite a long time. And it'll be entertaining in the process. Unpause. Oh, Electronic Arts, before you became assholes. Well, you still make good games, so... Alright, now, this game, I always feel bad for, because it could have done so much better. Shut the hell up, Biff. This game was kind of, I don't know. I played a lot of this game when I was younger. I don't know. It used to be the shit. And, they made all these other versions that just were nowhere near as good. And, I don't know. Like all this jailbreak nonsense. Like, I just feel like, is it really that hard just to have, like, a basic racing game? Like, do you really need, like, a plot and a story? How about just, we drive around on super fast bikes punching each other? I mean, you'd basically have Wipeout without machine guns. Was to shift oil, but I thought there was a button to like look for the player A thing. I don't remember what it is now. Maybe that was in the 6-button pad in the later one. I don't remember. Or like A and C or something like that. Peace out, bitch. It's only 7th place. Yeah. Well, yeah. Then again, my bike does suck. I don't know. I just enjoy playing this game. I find it very relaxing, which is weird to say because it's a racing game. And usually racing games are meant to be intense. I'll stay on the road, thank you. I don't know. I mean, I liked up to Road Rash 3. I thought it was great, but beyond that, pretty good. Get hit by a car. But, I don't know, it's also strange now because, I mean, when I played it I was really young and I never drove or anything like that. So, for me, it was always like a weird thing. Now that I drive, sometimes I think about Road Rash. He got knocked the fuck out. Glass drop. So it's very weird and I feel like the same kind of relaxing when I drive now. I said, you son of a bitch, 3rd place. That's the worst part of the entire game. Is that, oh, I got 2nd. Sweet. Alright, I think it's A. No. Okay, good. Oh, well, I guess I'm doing this. But, yeah, I've been working like a boss, and let's knock Rude Boy out again. And I don't know. I've been working in retail for a very long time, and I hate retail. I really do. And I don't know. Right now, I'm working with probably one of the most unprofessional people I've ever worked with in my life. Like, she drives me nuts, and she's my boss, and some days I wish that we could put all these people into, like, a rocket and send them into the sun, because it's absolutely baffling, like, that they were able to make it this far, and, like, I don't know. You'd really have to meet her. Racial slurs and all. But, I will, like, for example, I will say something, and then she'll freak out about it. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, you can get busted by the police, which is kind of awesome. Second place. I am awesome. But, yeah, and then she'll like, flip a shit and be like, you can't do this, blah, 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 blah. And then later she'll be like, oh yeah, that's the right thing to do. And then she'll try to, like, take credit as if it was, like, her idea. And it drives me, like, absolutely nuts when I'm like, that's what I just said to you, like, 5 minutes ago. And she gets really pissed off about it. She's like, well, you don't have to be angry about it. I never said that I took the credit for it. When she'd, like, blatantly say she took the credit for it. Like, we had a good sales day, and I said, well, yeah, I mean, I came in and I kicked ass selling, and, you know, it was a good day for me, or whatever. And then she's like, it's like, it was a good day for our store. And got all, like, fucking crazy about it, and then called the district manager and was like, yeah, I had such a great day today, I had such great sales in my store. And, like, then, they gave, like, because we were, like, second in the company or something stupid like that. And so he gave her, like, $100 gift card, and then she went out and, like, bought herself lunch. And, like, didn't even think to, like, ask other people. I mean, it's just, it's ridiculous. Like, people like that should just be thrown into a fire. But, I don't know. And I'm always, like, the peaceable fish in the tank. Like, every once in a while I like to stir things up a little bit, but I don't go, like, fucking crazy. I love these scenes. It's like, yeah, we all race. Let's go have a beer out in the woods. Like, that was fucking awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, don't care. Yeah. Oh, hey, that works too. Ugh, need a little more for the panda. I don't really like the panda all that much. I usually like that one. Because this one's okay, but this one's a little better. But, I don't know. I just don't, like, because this one kind of twitches all over the place, and this one's a little bit more smooth. Like, with this one, you press it, and he, like, moves, but it's not, like, a sharp over. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, shut up. Don't accuse me of things. But, yeah, of course, that's the best. The Diablo 1000. Magic handling. But yeah. So I'm probably just going to save up for that bike, or just get that bike. Because once you get that bike, you can dust like the first 3 classes. Then just get this one. Absolutely own later. Let's rock out. I really hate the Pacific Coast. Actually, no, I hate the Palm Desert. This Palm Desert is goddamn long. Let's just get it over with. Oh, shut up. Yeah, the cops are like O'Leary, O'Rourke. There's another one later. Go away, Rory. Nobody loves you. But I don't know. So I've been stressed with that, and I don't know. I've been like working a lot because right after I came to work there, I'd been working there about 2 months, and then my boss went on vacation. So she went on vacation for a week, and it's not like I was like, oh no, I don't know what to do. I'm like so lost. It's like that's certainly not the case. You know, I've been an assistant manager at stores for like 5+ years, so it's not like for me it's easy peasy. Like minimal effort required kind of thing. So I don't know. But she was like thinking that I was like going to like freak out. But so I don't know. And like as the time of recording this, my birthday is the next week, and I've been asking her for a month off, or not a month off, but for a month, asking for the day after or the day before my birthday off. And we had discussed it several times, and then she decided last minute to pull some shit and say like, oh, well, you have to work the day before and the day after your birthday. But I gave you your birthday off. And I was like, no, look, I asked for this off a long time ago. And she's like, well, I have a dentist appointment. It's like, I don't care if you misscheduled something. No clue. It's like, you know, as a manager, it's your responsibility to say like, oh, well, I can't do this because one of my employees has already requested this day off. Like, just because you make the schedule doesn't mean you get to be a totalitarian asshole. Like, I've made schedules for places I've worked, and I've, you know, taken the bullet for people, and they're like, oh, I can't close in this day, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll take it then. You know? And they're like, do you want to trade? I'm like, no, like, if you just want that, go ahead and take it. Like, if you want to trade, you want to keep your hours, that's fine. We can, you know, work something out. Because I'm not going to be a dick about it, and you know, just certain things, certain occasions are times when, you know, you'd want to, like, help somebody out. Like a birthday, a parent's birthday, an anniversary, like, you know, things that are just normal things that happen. You'd want to, like, you know, help people out with it, and I don't know. But, like, if I asked for something like that, like at my job, it's like an instant flip the fuck out, and she'll like leave the store, like she'll just like get pissed off and just leave. Like it's absolutely crazy that, you know, it's absolutely crazy that like I work under this woman, like. Don't punch me, bitch. So, I don't know. I've been very frustrated with it. I always love the music here for some reason. But this is probably why I like techno when I get older. But, I don't know. It drives me bonkers. And she always tries to, like, she gets really pissed off when I mention the fact that I have, like, more experience than her in these kind of things. Someone wiped out. Like, she just gets really, like, offended by it. It's like, well, you admittedly don't have the experience, and it quite clearly shows. And, like, I'm usually not one to, like, you know, try to... Whoa, 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 controller. Controller. Oh, fuck shit. There we go. Sweet, I got a club. Goddamn Windows. That was like surprise. It just, all it did was nullify my controller. Awesome. Thanks. I feel better. Well, anyway, yeah, so, you know, and she'll like throw a shit fit and be like, we have to do this now. And she's like, I don't know if you know, but there are these things called secret shoppers. I'm like, really, if you work at a retail for 6 months, you know what a secret shopper is. Like that, like if you work for any corporate retail, you know what a secret shopper is. I mean, it's not like this is some new knowledge that's been uncovered in ancient sacred tablets. This is like, you know, it's not groundbreaking. But to her it is, because she's never heard of any of this stuff. She's knocked you out. She really is like kind of off in her own world. And I mean, she's obviously in her late 40s. So like, I don't know. She apparently got fired from her office job and now works in a retail store. And it's sad. Like, yeah, for me it's sad too, but better than the last 2 years of unemployment. But I'll never get a job in the field that I'd want. Well, I probably will someday, but who knows? Who cares? Smile and drive on. Beat more people with clubs and feel a little better. I win. But So, I think now we get a little animation too. We get fancy fans. How can you not dig this fucking music? This honestly has like one of my most favorite music of any older classic game. And it's weird because normally, nowadays I don't like this kind of stuff, but for some reason this game. This game always, I don't know. It was very satisfying musically and gameplay-wise. I mean, there really isn't anything wrong with this game. I mean, except for the fact that it's kind of short. I mean, other than that, and the tracks kind of repeat themselves. They just get a little harder. Knock you the fuck out. But, I don't know. No. No. I will knock out everybody in this race if I have to. Oh, and if you get knocked out, you're not permanently out, just to let you know. Because, you know, like in some games, it's like you got blown up. You can beat the officer, but I don't think you can kill him. I think he just slows down. He doesn't, like, fall off his bike. In the later ones, I think they do. Biff, I don't like you. Yeah, and apparently you can do directional buttons. Directional buttons and the attack button. And it'll let you kick and stuff like that. Woo! There you go, officer. Freebie for you. Have fun with it. You may be the token chick from the game, but I'm not afraid to club you like a seal. Look, Rich. Yeah, that's right. Drop back so you don't get clubbed. Yeah, by the way, I like the horse poop and stuff like that. That really adds a nice touch of class to this game. Because seriously, if you hit poop at whatever, going like 120 miles an hour supposedly, yeah, that would suck. But I don't know. So I've been spending like 12-hour days working because it's like 45-minute drive there and back. So yeah. Pretty much, here we go, rock animation. Fuck yeah! Shake hands. Just don't even bother to ask me. I thought there was a way to get to... the bike thing other than winning. But I don't really have that much money, so... Alright. It's weird. My controller keeps... My controller's dying. I know I need to replace it. Alright. I'm probably going to get horribly booked, so let's just do... Whatever, let's do Sierra Nevada. Yeah, whatever. Take that, Room Helga. But, yeah. Other than that, Borderlands 2 and Dungeons of Dreadmore, eating my time, and Binding of Isaac. Just to the point where I really like, I get home, I play 2 hours of video games, I go to sleep, I get back up, I go to work, you know, come home, eat a little, play 2 hours of video games, and that's been like my life for the past like month and a half. And it's been pretty lame, to tell you the truth. But I'm making good money, so I don't really care. But yeah, cars also get faster. But yeah, so other than that, I've been fascinated to see about, I don't know if you've heard, but apparently someone has discovered a possibility to create your basic warp field architecture. And whether it's true or not, whether it's just a theoretical, which from the point the article made is that these warp fields aren't theoretical. Like, we know they exist. It's just a question of, can you expand it with enough energy to make it realistic? You know, so you're not looking at like, we need to destroy a small moon in order to, you know, power a single warp jump. I mean, that's always the biggest issue, whether it's feasible to do such a thing. But or economically viable, as they would say. But I do find it fascinating, because, like, I don't know, when you're sitting driving in a car for hours, all I ever think about is how awesome it would be just to be in a spaceship instead of a fucking car. Because I could just, like, leave it on autopilot. I mean, space is a big fucking empty place. Just, you know, put on your warp, go for a casual cruise, you know, no big deal. Even if it was like, you know, it takes you 3 days to get somewhere, I'd just be like, well, I'll fucking sit here and play video games and eat ramen until I get to wherever I'm going to. Being like a space jockey trucker, I'm almost getting a boner thinking about it. I don't know. But, reading about that stuff always makes me excited. Nah. Which most people always find as like, so you must like Firefly. No, I don't like Firefly. But I don't know. Or Star Trek. I like Star Wars. Not a huge Star Wars fan. I do like Star Trek, but there are some things that like piss me off, and things that are canonical plus non-canonical stuff, which I find very strange. So I don't know. And the problem is, I know a lot of people who like the non-canonical stuff, which I don't really like. But, I don't know. I was really only a big fan of, that was a deer, by the way. Really big fan of, like, I like the first one, but it's kind of cheesy, and you can see where, like, oh fuck, I'm gonna crash. Yeah, that's what happens when you crash. I mean, I've got a steady 5th place, so, I mean, either way I'll be making money. I just won't win. Yeah. Whatever. I would have been in 4th place. Let's go to the bike shop. Whatever. Let's do Grass Valley. No, let's keep the music on. But yeah, you can jump cows here. That's pretty much what it's telling you. There are cows laying down. You can do. Get the fuck out of here. You can jump over them for like super boosts. It's usually best to knock people the fuck out in the beginning of the race. Also, if you punch someone just right, you can get them to, you can like bounce off their bike, and it'll give you like a huge jump and speed boost for some reason. I think it's just a glitch, but it works out in your favor, so. off. Yeah, go off over there. But, I also have like a pokey bike. I should have bought like a next upgraded bike, but there's no point in wasting money because you don't get like exact amount back. So it's kind of ridiculous. Fuck off. Rich pretty boy. Kinda hope I was gonna hit him in the car. Because that would have been fucking sweet. Alright, stop focusing on punching people and drive. But I don't know, I've just been thinking about space and all that stuff. And I know space travel sucks. Like, it's going to suck. But at least, like, being on some spaceship where I can play video games and just relax with a couple of people while we travel halfway, across the solar system, I'd be fine with that. If I was like delivering Tang, for the rest of my life. But I don't know. It's weird. It's like I have obtuse fantasies about like working what would be equivalent like a low-end job in the future, like in some super. Like most people are like, I would be like a super fuck, like super secret agent, mecha robo killer, like Deus Ex style or whatever. No, that's not what I want to do. I just want to be the dude who flew a ship. Be a pilot or, I don't know. Like Alien, for some reason, is like oh god, I wish I was them. Sans the hypersleep and having to work with random people and under huge government contracts. But I don't know. That's like something that I just kind of have fantasies about. And I think about it for hours, which isn't good when I'm driving, because then suddenly I think I'm going like warp speed. And frankly, I see more of like a Star Trek future than I see like a like the whole kind of cyberpunkish future and stuff works on like a planetary scale, but on like a larger end scale. Shit, I scratched. On a larger scale, like societies like Star Wars would collapse very quickly. Like Star Trek wouldn't so much collapse, and there's lots of very good reasons for it. Fuck yeah, get out of here. But I don't know. It's mostly because, like, when it comes to all these like civilizations and stuff, the biggest problem is that there's always some sort of conflict, and if you're ready to start a conflict very quickly, or you have an unstable government, it really does not take long before someone just power vacuum. Alright, so I've got to win like 2 more and then I'm good to go. I know it's probably not exciting to watch, but hey, fuck you. I could probably do better than that, but how about... yeah, let's do Pacific Coast. Yeah, that's what your mom said. Knock you the fuck out. Yeah, getting knocked out really sucks, because it takes you a long time to get back up. But, I don't know. Also, I'm a really big fan of Wipeout in terms of racing games. They're about all the racing games I ever really play. I mean, I usually evade racing games because most of them are so atypical and bland. Like, I did like the first, like, 2 Jet Motos. I mean, they were good for what they were. And a lot of people were like, at the same time, were, these huge... I still play F-Zero because it's a classic. It's like, don't care. Not a big fan. 1. Yeah, everybody backed off after I knocked him the fuck out. Thanks for the boost. But, yeah, so, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a big F-Zero fan of other racing games. Pretty much this and Wipeout. I mean, nowadays I don't think I could play Jet Moto, just because I think it would be boring. And I really, really, really hate when games like Rage and Borderlands and Fallout try to add like racing parts or like race to get your objective in some way to make it feel like there's like it's like artificial tension. Like, I don't know. This feels straightforward. You race to get better, to get more money, to do more, and it's not like if you lose a race, it's not like the end and you don't get anything. I mean, these are like supposed to be illegal street races, so you get cash for winning. But like, I hate this like mandatory like in order to get this trophy or to get, you know, to get Super Fighting Punchy Dome unlocked, you must race this track 3 times and get first place every single time. Well, fuck you. Maybe I don't want to. I mean, it creates such like a stopping block in a game. Because like, if you're not good at racing or the controls are pretty sloppy, then you just end up getting like screwed. Which I really freaking hate. I mean, I played all the way through Rage and it was pretty, and you know the enemy AI was good. I mean that was about it. Other than that, it was kind of a crappy Fallout / Borderlands clone, and it just didn't have the same edge that those games did. And like there was no coherent storyline whatsoever. I mean, you're a sleeper, and these people are hunting a sleeper. And there's 0 resolution to that story at all. Oh, and there are giant mutants. But that's it. I mean, it was ultimately just plotless. Thank you! You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna beat you with your own club. How do you like them apples? Crap, I'm in 4th with like the shittiest bike. But fuck yeah. That's what, 500? I think I'm like 100 short. Nope, 400 short. Yeah, so but the way to there's some weird way that I thought you could switch down races, down a class races. Maybe not. Let's do the Redwood Forest last. Yeah, the understanding is you give me the club and I beat you in the head with it. In competitive underground illegal bike racing, there's no time for love, baby. I mean, I always felt like that was a cool touch. That, you know, if you punch her and stuff like that, it leads to her saying shit like that too. You got punched the fuck out. But thank you. Love this music. Damn you! You're supposed to run into that fucking car. Rash. Die. I don't know. I have to say, I like Borderlands 2, although it just doesn't have the flair that the first one did. I felt like the first one was a lot more ridiculous. And this one feels like they tried too hard to have some sort of story. And when it comes to making games, you never listen to fucking fans. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about half the time. Or you spend so much time listening to their requests, and they're like, this game blows, it didn't have this other thing that I never complained about. I just think it's fucking worthless. I mean, there's some things you listen to the fans about, like the reason why your multiplayer sucked, or, you know, major bugs, things like that. I mean, I have to say that this Borderlands 2 is much less buggy than the first one was, but I don't know. I'm already almost done the game, so pretty much Delirious and I, we animal attack the shit out of it. We spent like 2 days straight playing it. We got pretty damn far. We got about halfway through the game, and that's including most of the badass things. So, yeah. It's well worth a play. Also, the other thing I wanted to talk about was I basically set out a list of MAME games, like basically arcade emulated games, if you don't know what MAME is. And I made all these ones, and you know, I tested out a bunch of them to make sure they work, and then I record them and stuff like that, and I can. And as you saw, my Time Killers, which I actually played a lot more of it after I finished recording it. I was pretty pissed off with the game. It didn't really get much fun. Get back on the bike, fatty. Yeah, I don't know. I intend to do some of them, but I do kind of want to set it up. No time for love, O'Leary. But, you know, I want to set it up so I can do, like, 4-player or at least 2-player games. Like, I actually debated setting it up so I could do the X-Men, the arcade game, with 6 players, I believe, is the max. The double-wide version. Just so that way I could be like, I have an awesome 4-player LP, which would get pretty messy. Fudge! You son of a bitch! I hope you rot in hell. I need that $400 to buy a bike to dust you jerk-offs. My bike is like trashed. We're almost at the end of the race, aren't we? Woo. Yep. I'm at 6. I think that only gives me 300. Yep. Is that enough? Is that enough? Shoo! You son of a bitch! Doing that shit again. Yeah, no shit, Angel's no saint. I hate when I punch people and it doesn't do any goddamn damage. It just doesn't have the oomph. But yeah, so I intend to do, like, bigger LPs for that kind of stuff. Who knows when it's gonna get off the air, or get off the ground, and on the air, so to speak. And, I have, like, this stockpile of these movie review things that I need to start posting, but I've been kind of apathetic to them, and I don't know why. I think it's because I haven't had time for movies. Oh, damn. Wrecked you. Sucker. That was almost disaster. Yeah, I don't know, I've been, like, on the fence about actually posting them. It's not like I hate them or anything, it's just, like, I don't know. There's only so much talking videos I can watch without some sort of stimulus. So I guess I feel like it's missing something. Like some integral component that might make it more entertaining. Because obviously I can't just start, like, showing clips from movies and all that shit. That shit would take forever. Half the movies I don't even own, or I can give you a quick movie review. What to expect when you're expecting, which I was forced to watch, was terrible. And everyone involved in the movie should never be allowed to be in a movie ever again. Because that, like, as much as that was interesting, it had no point. I mean, it was just like, look, these women are having babies. What a miracle. What a fucking miracle. Like, get over it. People do that every fucking day. Like, it's not really a miracle. Like, whatever freaking dried up old hag uterus needs to be like, oh my god, look at the babies. Like, I understand, yeah. Oh, Natasha, you got raped. Whoever, like, really needs to watch movies about babies is just weird. But it was really terrible. And there was, like, no resolution to half of the plot devices, so it was like, yeah, Akira is almost always in second place, and Angel's almost always in first. Pretty sure Angel's a chick, too. That's, how they have the crowd things, that tells you, like, how long the first race was. Yeah. So, that's pretty much my movie review for that one. It was goddamn terrible. And they always give people the most ridiculous jobs. I think people who write these movies don't even live in reality. They live in some crazy bubble. I understand it's supposed to be written after some book or something, but I don't understand how that book would even remotely help someone. Just like, by the way, here, prepare. This is how much your life is going to suck when this happens. Enjoy. I hope you like this. Okay, bye. But I don't know. It was really kind of a creepy movie and pathetically predictable. Like almost sad. Oh yeah. Give me this motherfucking bike. That is the wrong button to press to give me that motherfucking bike. Fuck yeah. Kamikaze 750. Watch how much easier these races come. I'm not doing Sierra Nevada start. I'll start Grass Valley. Dude, playing this without music is a nightmare. Fuck you, Biff. I will not be used to this bike and be like, what the fuck am I doing? And I do admit that this game has a decent feeling of speed when you actually really start getting to go. Like once you get the Diablo. Although I'm not really a big fan of the steering. I just have to say I'm not a real big fan of it. Yeah, and I go like 20 miles an hour faster. I mean, it does make the difference for racing, but... Fuck! Fuck you. But, yeah, so, MAME and movie reviews. I intend to do more Game Boy, and I know it was probably, even though I probably already mentioned it, it probably was confusing for me to say Mega Man Battle Network considering I haven't posted it yet. But I think it's the next one to be posted. So it may be posted with this one, or maybe posted with one of the ones after. But my Game Boy Advance backlog has been significantly shrunk. So, and I figured I'd get some Sega games out of the way. And also, now that Delirious and I have a lot more time, I can hopefully do, well, Sans Borderlands. I will try to do some more 2-player LPs, like Streets of Rage 2 and stuff like that. Maybe try to actually beat Streets of Rage this time. I went from like struggling in 4th and 5th place to... Ooh, you almost knocked me out, man. I got up first. I still have a lot of course left. It's also nice, I figured I'd do this because I don't really have to focus on it as much. I don't know. I've been getting so intently focused on games recently that it's almost bothered me. But, Also, it's really strange. I've been talking with a guy at my work who's a really nice guy. And he's really political and stuff, but it's strange how, you know, a lot of people don't understand, like, how people don't understand a lot of things about other religions, like when you talk about them, and people are like, wait, what's that? Like, I think I mentioned Ramadan, and he had no idea what that was. And I find that strange. I mean, yeah, sure, a lot of people don't know much about Muslims, but then I mentioned something else about... Oh, it was, we were talking about Mormons, and I mentioned the golden tablets. And he's like, what golden tablets? I'm like, the ones that Joseph Smith found? Like, the whole backbone to his prophetic claims was from some golden tablets he found, and he had no idea that that was the case. I mean, obviously there's more to it, but that Joseph Smith was handed the prophecy via golden tablets that were buried by the angel something. I don't know. I've read the Book of Latter-day Saints. It's something. It's interesting. I mean, I won't say it's like, you know, a terrible piece of literature. It is strange. And as for, you know, a modern religion, it's a lot less batshit crazy than, you know, Scientology or other religions for really crazy people that aren't really religions. They're more like creepy cults. But I'm sure that's the way people thought about Christianity at the time. But I mean, I will give it to them that via their religion they are very fascist, whatever, good at what they do. Shut up. But so I mean, like, go them if, you know, they can have businesses and homes, and like, fuck, if you can marry 2 women and afford them and deal with them, you're like thumbs up in my book. But I mean, it doesn't necessarily make something right or wrong. I mean, I'm not very black and white when it comes to what's right and what's wrong. But I mean, come on now, I'm playing a game where I punch people in the face to win money while riding on a motorcycle. You can't really talk about right and wrong. But I don't know. At least they're not violent. I mean, that's my thing, is that they can do whatever stuff that they do as long as they're not violent or uber controlling. I mean, a lot of people have these paranoid conspiracies about them controlling and stuff, and where people say, you know, the Jews or this religion is trying to control everything. And really, all I find is that ultra-conservative Christians are really the only people who try to control anything. I mean, there are these ads on for judges like electing judges in counties or something. I don't know. I didn't. I just know it's about or maybe it's district attorney. I don't remember. All I remember is it's like she would let like accused rapists walk out on our streets free to rape your children. Is our community safe with a liar? And like just like these total slams. It's like brought to you by the Republican Christian Foundation, like something like that. And I'm just like, wow, really? You're just like you're going on this stance. And it was just like I can't believe that like this is okay for radio, you know. And the newest one, which I fucking hate radio, and I think that radio is the ultimate vacuity because they play like the same like 25 songs over and over again. So you better fucking like Billy Joel, because guaranteed, no matter what fucking station you listen to, if it's not a rap station, it's gonna play goddamn Billy Joel, whether goddamn like it or not, or Eric Clapton. Expect at least once when the sun goes down that fucking Piano Man is going to play. I mean, I pretty much summated it to is it a song about your crippling alcoholism? Then it's definitely on the radio. But, yeah, as for anything, they have this commercial that's literally, it's like, Mom, can I go stick my finger in the light socket? And it's like, you know, Mom, can I eat this whole can of rat poison? It's like, can I play video games and sit around for the next 20 to 30 years developing zero social skills and having my heart and lungs age and me not being able to use them when I get older? And it's like, wait, what? And they're like, some things are just too dangerous to let your children do. It's like, brought to you by, you know, the Centers for Disease Control. It's like, okay, look, Center for Disease Control, you dropped the ball with H1N1, and you couldn't even provide enough vaccine for people. Like, don't talk about video games to take away from the fact that you dropped the ball for H1N1. And let's talk about this whole West Nile thing. How you had no clue what was going on. You collected ravens for dead birds for like 6 years, trying to figure out what it was. Like, oh, shut up. Like, you attacking video games is like, it is just like a last desperate attempt at something. It's like when NASA was like, oh yeah, you know, we made Teflon. It's like, yeah, they've slashed our budget and we're a terrible just bureaucracy where we don't really accomplish anything. We made Teflon. And ignore the fact that Teflon's poisonous. Ugh, fuck you, Sam. But, so, yeah, I don't know. And I was just like, it was just like blasting video games. And I was just like, really? That's what you're going with? Like, and it was such like a stab. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, I don't know many people, even people who are like hardcore mouth breather, like, I only play, you know, like JRPGs with like pedophilic looking schoolgirls, or like translated pervy Japanese ROMs. Those people, even though they're creepy as crap, most of them probably have better jobs than people who don't play video games. Like, most of them that I know, they go out to clubs that I know. And I know a lot of very creepy mouth breathers that surprisingly have a very large social scene or spend all of their time playing video games and, you know, talking on freaking Skype or on, I can never remember the other chat that's for people who always use Linux that love it. I don't remember what it's called. But, it's like one of those things where like the internet is becoming a social infrastructure. Like, that ad may have worked in the 80s, but it doesn't work now because fuck, I'm gonna get busted, aren't I? Fuck. See, this is why you carry a gun when you do that. Just kidding. I do not approve of shooting police officers under any circumstance. Unless they shoot at you first. But, so, yeah. So, if you have time. Yes, I know. If you have time, go ahead and, send the CDC an email telling them that, video games aren't a disease, that, maybe you should worry about, things like SARS and all the other horrific diseases, or maybe you should, worry more about, anything else. I just think that you're doing it as a pathetic PR thing. But that's all for this episode of Let's Play Road Rash with me, Mark Dias. See you later.